Cool. Okay, great. So we have a level. It is extremely boring. So let's start stepping it up a little bit. We're going to import another package right here. We're going to go Assets again, down to Import Package, and we're going to do Prototyping for this one. Click on that. Click Import, and it will start doing its thing. Prototyping. So yeah, Assets, Import Package, Prototyping. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. Looks like we're good. Any questions while everyone's waiting for an import? No? Okay. Cool, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Okay, sweet. So we now have the prototyping package. So what does that do? The prototyping package is designed to let us quickly make levels. So if we go into our standard assets, we can go over to the prototyping folder, double click on it, then go over to the prefabs folder, double click on that, and you see we have a bunch of options right here. And if you click on one of them, it's going to show you a quick little preview of what it looks like down here. So this one's a cube. If I just sort of go across, you see we have some floors right here, a house, platforms, a lot of random things. A random yellow ramp. I'm still not sure why it's yellow. A lot of things here. So to work with that, I'm actually going to just delete this. So the way to delete things is I do Control Delete. You can also right click on it and do delete. So I'm just going to delete this, delete that, and I'm going to drag in maybe a floor. I think a floor is a good start. So I'm going to grab this one, and you can drag it into the scene like this, or you can actually just drag it straight into the hierarchy, and it'll just place it right there. So I'm going to drag a floor. That's looking pretty good. Maybe like grab our roller ball and just center that on top of it a little bit. Okay. And then let's see what else we got. Let's grab a few more floor pieces. So I'm just drag this into the scene. And similar to before, I'm going to use that vertex snap, grab this corner, and then just snap it down to that one. So I can very quickly start building out my level. So we can just start grabbing some other ones. We have like some platforms and pillars. I might grab a pillar right here and sort of put this one right there maybe. Drag it on. A lot of options. Or you can maybe grab this corner and snap it. Really, it doesn't matter. It's just sort of showcasing that this package has a lot of options, and we're going to be letting you guys explore those options later on in the workshop. I just wanted to sort of put it out here right now and show you guys what is possible. This is that demo showcase that I made in the beginning was completely made with all of these prototyping asset packages. So a lot of options for that one. And if we press play, we can get a little peek how it looks. You can see we have our nice asset one, and I fell to my death. Never to respawn, because we have not done anything with that yet, so I'll just fall forever.
Why do you make it snap to the other?
So you're going to hold V, and then grab one corner on the object you're trying to move, and then snap it to the other one. Okay, so one last important thing with objects. Right here we have our pillar, and you can see when I move my floor, I'll actually hold command and then it will snap. When I move my floor, the pillars doesn't move with it. It just stays where it was. And ideally, I actually like the pillar to be attached to it. So we're going to fix that. So in our hierarchy right here, you see we have all of our objects. We have our pillar right here, and we have our floor that I want to be attached to right there. If we click on the pillar, we can go ahead and drag it down onto this one, and boom, it will snap. And it's looking good. So now, if you see we have it attached underneath it, and if I move the bottom, it's going to move the top object with it. If I rotate the bottom, I'll rotate the bottom with it. A lot of options.
Which one did you?
So I move the pillar onto the floor by dragging it like that. But you can do anything. So I'm actually going to drag the pillar onto maybe the roller ball. Let's see how that works. So if I drag it onto the roller ball, and if I press play, let's see what happens. So if I sort of maybe try to roll forward or backwards, oh, it's sort of moving. You can see it trying to move. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you can see you can actually attach it to anything you want. In this case, I've attached it to a random pillar. That's a little bit far away. But maybe one more thing. So similar to this parenting thing I did before, if you go to create, we actually have this option to create empty. So if you create empty, that means it's sort of just a position in space, and this can be really helpful for grouping things together. So for instance, if I had my whole level in one place, I could put that entire level under one empty object. So in this case, I would drag the floor prototype onto this game object, and I'd grab these two, drag on that game object. And now when I click on the game object, I can just move the whole level together. So this is mostly an organization thing, but it can have a lot of practical uses too, and you end up using it a lot when you're developing experiences. So I just want to expose you guys to that. We'll definitely be using it in the future, so I'll keep that there. Cool. Okay, so there's one final thing we can do with all this prototyping stuff, and I'm going to move on. So I have this level. It's really awesome. I want to keep it. I want to use it multiple times. So what you can do is you can take this game object. I'm going to click on it again and rename it level 0. And if I have this, I can go ahead and actually just drag it down into our project panel. When I let go, it's going to be right there. It's going to be called level 0. So this is called making something a prefab. Prefab stands for a prefabricated object, so sort of more or less a blueprint for something. So now when I have my level 0 down the project panel, I can click on it, drag it into the scene, and I will have, if I move it, or if I find it, oh, there it is, another level 0. So you can very quickly make duplicates. This is obviously helpful for a lot of reasons, but levels is a good example, characters is a good example, anything that you might need to sort of repeat.